Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Steve. Welcome, Steve. So, Hugh, first of all, what is Steve to you?
This is my friend Steve, who rescued me when I got stuck in a cave looking for bats.
Rufus?
This is my friend Steve, and together we have visited every pub inside the M25 called the Red Lion, apart from 4 of them.
Right. And, Lee, how do you know Steve?
This is Steve, and we once went camping together when we were in the Scouts, and we woke up to find that someone had stolen our tent.
David's team, where to begin?
So when was this camping trip, Lee?
This camping trip was, I would have been about 13, 12, I think, 12. Something.
How old was Steve?
Steve was about, I don't know... 13. He wasn't born. That's what made the whole thing awkward. No, he was about 7 or 8.
So you were 12 or 13. He wasn't in the Scouts. He was just a 7-year-old you'd brought along.
The Cubs and the Scouts went together. He was in the Cubs, I was in the Scouts, and they
issued every Scout with a cup.
They did, actually. No way. They put each young boy in with an older boy in each tent.
So where were you camping?
We were camping somewhere in the Lake District. I think it was called the Lake District.
Right. You woke up with no tent, is that what you said?
Correct. Went to sleep with a tent, woke up without a tent.
Do you know what happened to said tent?
Well, that's a good question. We don't know to this day what happened to said tent.
You never saw the tent again?
No. Stolen?
Yes, I know it was stolen.
Oh,
We don't know what happened to it.
You don't think it might have blown away? You woke up, no tent, and you assumed foul play.
We weren't that deep a sleeper that there was a gale force wind.
You were deep enough that someone had stolen the tent.
There's something about wind that's different to burglars. Wind doesn't... Wind...
There's something about wind that's different to burglars. Now, there I agree with you. Now, if that was what you were asserting, that and that alone, I would say you were telling the truth. However, there's more to this story.
Wind does not sneak up on you.
Can I ask a question?
Well...
Did this tent not have a built-in ground sheet?
No, it did not. Because otherwise, it would have been, this is Steve and we were once kidnapped.
All right, I'm going to jump in here. David, please move on to somebody else.
All right,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about... He's Hugh's Batman. To Batcave,
Where were you trapped in a cave?
In Sri Lanka,
Really? What were you doing in said cave?
looking for bats.
and what went wrong?
It got dark.
Don't bats live in the dark?
Yes, but when I went into the cave, there was quite a bit of sunlight coming into the entrance and actually going quite far into the cave. And I just sort of went as far as I thought was safe, but then the sun went over a ridge outside the cave and it suddenly got very dark and I'd gone further into the cave than I thought.
But then Steve wandered past.
So has anybody seen a tent?
Steve actually heard me shouting for help.
Why were you looking for bats in a cave in Sri Lanka? Were you looking to eat them?
Funny you should say that. They'd had bat on the menu in the hotel, and I was told that they got them from this cave, and out of curiosity, I thought, well, I'll go and look. I'd also heard that they had a rather grim way of catching them, which is to hang fish hooks down from the top of the cave.
And did you go on your own?
Yes.
And then, so you called for help and Steve was walking past the entrance.
Steve, lovely guy, was staying at the hotel and he heard my cries for help.
Why did they catch bats with a line? Why didn't you just spray them with something? Or just go in with a machine gun?
I think that if you...
I think it rather ruins the integrity of the individual bat as a starter or main course.
Well, admittedly,
It's had a couple of machine gun bullets through it. Also, you can machine gun a zebra, doesn't really spoil it. But a bat...
So, David, what about Rufus's claim, the whole pub thing?
Which of the 4 Red Lions that you've not been to, where are they?
I don't remember.
You can't find them.
But you know there are 4 exactly.
Yeah, we got a list of all the pubs called the Red Lion, and then we went to visit all of them, and I know that there were 4 that we did not go and visit.
Did you go to one on South Ealing Road? Opposite Ealing Studios?
Yes.
Did you? When did you do this?
Oh, fair enough.
Was this like a mission, a bet, or a...
Yeah, we came up with it as an idea because we knew that there were a lot of them, and we thought it would be good to visit all of them.
In a period of time?
Yeah, over a week.
So how do you know?
A week?
How many are there?
Wow.
There's about 46. We
You went to
visited about 42 of
You
them.
visited 42 Red Lions with Steve in 1 week.
Yeah.
How do you know Steve?
Through AA.
We went to school together.
Right.
So, David's team. Is Steve Hugh's caveman, Rufus's pub crawler, or Lee's camping friend?
Lee is definitely the least believable, I think. The
I'd
other
say-
2 are quite believable.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe Rufus at all. Rufus has got a bit of edge to him. Steve looks so sweet and presentable. I don't think he'd be in this weird Rufus world.
He does look sweet, does he? Looks like a little cub.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I'm believing Hughes.
I am
most at the
too. I
moment.
believe Hugh.
Am I even getting a look in here?
No, and obviously, if it turns out you're true, then super.
You're saying it's Hugh.
Hugh Bat Saviour.
OK. So, Steve, would you please reveal your true identity?
Well, I'm Steve. I'm Rufus's best friend. And together, we visited all of the pubs called the Red Lion inside of the M25, apart from 4.
Steve, everybody. And at the end of that round, David's team have 4 points, Lee's team have 2. Which brings us to our final round, Quickfire Lies, in which our panellists lie not only through their teeth, but against the clock. And we start with... It's David.
Possession.
Ah, OK. Out with the box.
This is my bloody tent.
This is the...
I'll hold it for you.
Thank you. This is the cricket ball with which I bowled out Jeremy Clarkson at a charity cricket match.
There we are.
What
Lee.
sort of ball was it? Was
Can
it
we see the ball?
a leg spin?
Don't give you multiple choice.
No, it was just
Tell us-
sort of medium pace.
Ready?
What are you expecting to see?
Well, there's a couple of things. Firstly, how long ago was this charity match?
It was 2 years ago, I think.
Because that...
What, are you checking the serial number?
No, I was looking to see how bashed around it was, where the splits were, if it looked like it had been hit.
I mean,
Don't eat it.
It's... I'll tell
can you
you...
show us your bowling action, David?
Yes, all right.
Start with a good catch.
Watch out, Miranda.
Can I just point out the inadvertent sexism that just happened? Basically, a girl caught something, and before any of you had a chance to think whether that might be patronising, you went...
Let's see the action then. Let's
All
see
right,
the ball.
my bowling action.
Don't throw the ball, obviously.
No. I would bowl it, wouldn't I? But no, I won't let go. It's like that.
Seems to have the action.
What score was he on when you bowled him?
I think about 12.
And did he run between them or just jump in his jag?
Which other popular celebrities were there?
Nicholas Parsons was there.
You've got a whole team. You've got quite a lot to go still.
And I I think that was... It wasn't, everyone wasn't a celebrity.
So people were buying tickets to watch this game, and it was going towards charity.
Yeah.
Why
And
were
the,
you there?
and the draw was Jeremy Clarkson, David Mitchell and Nicholas Parsons, 20 quid a ticket, yeah? That must have been a pretty golden ticket to get
So what are you going to say, Lee? Is he telling the truth or not?
Well...
I really don't think he is.
You don't think he is?
No, because it doesn't appear to be a ball that was used for that purpose.
What do you think, Hugh?
I think it might be true, actually. I think
So
there's
you-
enough truth there.
You think it's a lie, you think it's true. I think it's a lie.
You say it's a lie. David, were you telling the truth or was it a lie?
It is a lie.
That was a lie. Yes, David did not bowl out Jeremy Clarkson at a charity cricket match. Of course it's a lie. I mean, given the chance to hurl a cricket ball towards Jeremy Clarkson, who among us could honestly say they'd aim at the stumps? Next. It's Lee.
Looking forward to this.
I trained for last year's Paris Marathon, but pulled out when a doctor advised me that one of my legs is shorter than the other.
Daisy, what do you think?
Why did you train for the Paris Marathon?
Because I couldn't get into the London Marathon.
Why?
One leg short than the other.
Because it was full.
What time of year is the Paris Marathon?
About April.
About April. About the same time as the London Marathon, then? Are they on the same day?
Yeah.
Do they clash? How embarrassing.
So
Maybe the London Marathon was full. There was a man dressed as a pig.
He doesn't mean he's a man who's dressed as a pig that hasn't applied early.
Yeah. They weren't going. We can't get enough people to fill this. Go up to the fields and try and rope some pigs into it.
Hello, pig. Yeah, well, we'll send one down. No problem.
what made you go to the doctor? Did you have an injury? Did you feel pain? What
I
was...
did. I felt pain during the training and I said,
Where was the pain?
in my leg.
Is it not possible for people who have uneven legs to get shoes that compensate for that?
That's right. He
And
said that. He gave me that.
Right.
He
And
gave me
why
the thing.
wasn't that fine, then?
When your leg's different, your whole body adjusts to make up for it. And it was so different.
It would have to be like a stiletto and a trainer.
He said, I'll give you the thing to put in your shoe, which will help you do some regular exercise, but your marathon days are over.
OK, so, David, what are you going to say? Do you think he's telling the truth?
Lie.
Why?
Oh, I believe it.
Thank you, Miranda. Thank you.
So, truth from Miranda,
I do,
lie
yeah.
from David.
I think it could be true, but I think if he'd really wanted to do it, you could have done it.
All right, I'll rephrase it, OK? I trained for last year's Paris Marathon, but pulled out when a doctor advised me that one of my legs is shorter than the other. He did say, well, actually, if you really tried hard, you could probably do it, but I'm a lazy bastard.
So we're saying lie.
Your team says lie. OK. Lee, are you telling the truth or are you telling us a lie?
It is, in fact, true.
Told you.
Yes, it's true. Lee did train for last year's Paris Marathon, but pulled out when a doctor advised him that one of his legs is shorter than the other. Actually, I have completely the opposite problem. One of my legs is longer than the other. Oh, and that noise signals time is up, and it's the end of the show, and I can tell you that in a very narrow victory, Lee's team have triumphed by 5 points to 4.
Wow.
But it's not just a team game, and my individual liar of the week is Hugh Fernley-Whittingstall.
Thank you.
Yes, Hugh Fernley-Whittingstall, who hasn't served up such a variety of porky pies since his last TV show. Goodbye.
Well, if I win $1 million tonight, I'll give them some to you. That's another lie, by the way. It's the National Lottery draws next. Then one call you really don't want to get. Naomi Watts unravels the mystery of The Ring, film horror, in 10 minutes. And there's plenty of great live music and mud as BBC Three comes from the Reading Festival.